Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy LaRon, and we back with another video. You see the thumbnail, you see what this video is about, but before we get into this video, I want to say what's up to my subscribers. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are new, please consider hitting subscribe and turn on notifications, because on this channel, we do thought-provoking videos, reaction videos, such as this one right here, and once a month, I do a review on the Black-owned product. Also, I have a new weekly podcast / show called Wednesday Night Live, where we just talk about recent events and current topics once a week. So if you're into that kind of content, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, let's get into this video right here. So Jason Whitlock came at Randi Moss, right? Randi Moss had this video about him upset about Jon Gruden's email, and he was crying on ESPN NFL Countdown. Jason Whitlock kind of just went all in on this dude, right? He just went all in, talking about him crying and how it was a bad look, and this, that, the third. But there's something interesting that came about Jason Whitlock coming at Randi Moss. Jason Whitlock did go hard on Randi Moss, I ain't gonna lie. He called Randi with an I. He spelled Randi with an I, kind of like a feminine type way of saying his name. He mocked Randi Moss. He really got at Randi Moss at a way that I've never seen nobody get at Randi Moss on national TV, right? I want to play the clip of Jason Whitlock getting at Randi Moss. Then I want to give you my opinion of what happened after Jason Whitlock got at Randi Moss, because that's the main thing about it. That's the main thing that Jason Whitlock talked about with Randi Moss. So without further ado, let's get to this first clip.
And he did exactly what I predicted would happen from yesterday's show when I talked about Randi Moss shedding those crocodile tears because he was offended by something Jon Gruden wrote in an email 10 years ago. I predicted exactly how Randi would respond, but let's play the clip from me yesterday talking about what Randi Moss's response, what potentially Ryan Clark's response would be for me calling these guys out for these tears they're shedding on national TV and tapping into this emotional feminine energy on national TV, this new emasculation of black male public figures. Let's play the clip of me predicting how they would respond. And I know these guys gonna be all upset and they go, because let me just say, they'll cry on air about an email that a white man sent or what a white woman said to his son in a drive-through window. They'll cry on air about that. But what they'll likely do is talk, man, I hope I see Whitlock. I'm gonna whoop his ass. So, do you notice that? Like, white people bring them to tears. Black people make them want to get violent. Think that one through. Yeah, and so, as I said, and you know, that was a condensed clip and it was perfect. I'm not complaining at all. But I went on to make the analogy like when we as black men, when we get offended by white men, we're reduced to tears. And what happens in the inner city or among black people, when we get offended by each other, we reach for pistols and guns and firearms and we shoot and kill each other. And I asked people, I think this was at the end of yesterday's show, I asked people, think about that, marinate on that. How we as black men respond to conflict depending on the color of the person we have conflict with. If we are offended by a white man, it's perfectly, or a white woman, it's perfectly appropriate to go on national TV and cry. You will get great applause. Oh, yeah, you do. Stick, that's it, yeah, cry. Black people, white people, everybody will applaud you. You get offended by a black man, you go straight to, oh, it's on site. And that's what Randi Moss did yesterday. He went to Twitter and promoted the fact that it's on site.
He has a good point. Like, he definitely did cry when the emails of Jon Gruden came out on NFL Countdown. Something I spoke about, before too. And Jason Whitlock like I said, he went hard on him. He really did go hard on him. I think he's going to play the clip of him going hard. But once Jason Whitlock said something about it, Randy Moss said on site that here's the receipt. He put it on Twitter on site like, yo, when I see you, it's on site. That's basically a threat.
As soon as he sees me. And so I'm not surprised. I would like to tell Randy and anybody else out there the reason why I conduct myself the way that I do, and the reason why this show is called Fearless is because I'm protected by the blood of Jesus. And so I really don't care what your reaction is. I really don't. If it's on site, I think I'll survive. If I don't survive, must be my time to go. But at 54 years old, I'm just kind of over it. And I've been over it again. When I was younger, I've been through this, athletes threatening to kill me, threatening to beat me up. I've been through Wayne Simmons, linebacker, former NFL linebacker, attacked me in a club. I've talked about it on this show, but that was in my younger days. But I'm more resolute now at 54 than back then. And back then, I was just kind of young and dumb and stupid, maybe just as stupid as them. But now, I'm protected. And so I really don't care that Randy Moss is so trapped in the brain of a white supremacist and so concerned with the opinions of white men that all he can think to do is cry because John Gruden wrote an email about DeMaurice Smith's lips. And then all he can do is think to cry. But when I mock him appropriately for like, hey man, cut this out. This is embarrassing. You can't be reduced to tears because a white man said something negative about you, or any man. You damn near 40 years old, 50 years old yourself. Grow up and grow a pair. And don't do this emasculated BS on national TV. And I mocked Randy Moss, and let's play a clip of me impersonating Randy Moss so you'll understand exactly why he's upset.
And for us to be moving back and not forward in 21st century, like I said, man, National Football League, this hurts me. The clock is ticking, man. I'm sorry.
For us to be moving back, not forward, we went 10 years into John Gruden's emails, and we found racism in those emails from John Gruden back. We're not looking forward. We're not moving forward. The NFL, this hurts. This hurts. Those emails hurt me. Didn't they hurt you? I mean, oh my God. He said, DeMaurice Smith has big lips. Oh my God. Can you believe that? DeMaurice Smith has big lips. And he said it in an email.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, why he do his voice like that, dog? Let's continue.
So what I would suggest to Randy, if you don't like that, look in the mirror and address the buffoonery that you put on display over at ESPN. Surrounded by all them white people crying and really laughing behind your back that you're that kind of soft. Don't blame me. Blame yourself. Man up and address the buffoonery and the emasculated feminine energy that you let spill out all over TV because some white man wrote an email that talked about some black man's lips. Just think that through. Say it out loud. I went on national TV and cried because a white man talked about some other black man's big lips. Say it out loud. Think it through. Are you really that weak? And if you are, don't blame me. I didn't have a damn thing to do with it. But, go ahead. Cry, threaten me with violence, or do whatever it is you want to do. Good luck with it.
All right, man. So there you have it. You see the clip I played of Jason Whitlock basically saying like Randy Moss threatened him because of what he said. But Jason Whitlock do have a point. He did go on TV crying about another man's email, about another man's lips. But once another man talked about you crying on TV, the first thing you said was it's on site. So a white man could say something about another black man, it brings you to tears. But a black man says something about you, saying something about the white man, saying something about the other man's lips, you want to fight. Is that really? Does our culture really is like that? And the crazy part is, Jason Whitlock predicted that was going to happen. It was like, all right, I'm gonna say this about this man. He's going to want to fight me, but he's not going to want that same smoke, physical same smoke with the white man. You know what I'm saying? So it's really sad. It's a sad scene of events, yo. It's a sad scene of events. And I know a lot of people don't like Jason Whitlock. I get it, right? But at the same time, he has a great point. He has a great point that you want to fight somebody who looks like you for calling you out, but you don't want to fight the person. You crying about a person who says something about another black man 10 years ago in an email. He didn't even say anything to you, but you crying. You know what I'm saying? I know Jason Whitlock also issued an apology for it. And, he said that, I know he issued an apology. He said he's sorry. And he basically said, we could work things out, whatever, with Randy Moss. Because he didn't want to take it to this where we at with it. But, this is pretty alarming, yo, that Randy Moss took it to this level with Jason Whitlock. I mean, Jason Whitlock did get very disrespectful too, but like I said, calling Randy Moss Randy with an I, like that's real disrespectful. But what's your thoughts on this, man? Do you think that Jason Whitlock got a point? Like, yo, the white man got you crying, but the black man say something, you want to have violence? Or do you think Randy Moss had the right to want to be violent because it's on site when you see Jason Whitlock because what Jason Whitlock said? Let me know what y'all think about that, man. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I appreciate your time. All right, man. Till next time. Peace.